We're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league. Now you're gonna believe us. Now you're gonna believe us. Now you're gonna believe us. We're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league. Hello, everybody. We're doing fantastically well. Welcome back to One Leeds. I'm sorry I've been waiting for the past 12 hours or whatever it's been to upload. I've had work. Some of you don't understand that I work. You think I just sit at my desk and just wait. No, I'm not going to upload. No, I'm just going to be stubborn and just annoy them all. No, guys, I do work. So that's the reason it has been a little bit of a delay. But as I say, I hope you're all doing fantastically well. I hope you're healthy. You're smiling. We've had obviously some postponements in football. We've had obviously some tier 3 news as well. So I hope you're happy and healthy as you can be, really, and all your loved ones are doing okay. But listen, we're here to review the absolute slaughtering, the mauling, the battering, the hammering of West Bromwich Albion. They didn't know what happened. They didn't know what hit them. Leeds United hit them with the full gale force of Marcelo Bielsa and a 4-1-4-1 system, a 4-1-4-1 strategy that they just couldn't deal with. It was absolutely brilliant from moment one. There was intensity, there was pragmatism, there was dynamism, there was everything in an abundance in Marcelo Bielsa's starting lineup last night. We were on it from moment one. And it's not just because of that Romain Sawyer's own goal. It would have come. But everybody get your comments in. I want to know how you're all doing. Hope you're all doing, as I always say on this channel, fantastically well. Let's have a look. Bam, bam, bam. Some West Brom fans, hello. I hope you're all doing really well. Steve Underwood. Evening, Conor. Hope you're well. The sound and video aren't in sync. It's probably because I've just moved it around several times. But yeah, I hope it's all right now. I think it's good. Let's have a look. I've always got to check my audio just to make sure it's good. What have we got up here? I'm looking at my other videos on here for some reason. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the performance anyway. In Bielsa, we trust. Conor, can we have your take on the Karen Kearney saga? Oh God, yeah. Let's get into that one at some point. Is everything all right? Kearney saga. Yeah, we're all good. So anyway, yeah, so let's get into it anyway. It was a brilliant performance from Leeds United. I was really, really happy with everything that went on in that game. I thought the intensity was good. The passing percentages was good. We were winning our individual battles. West Brom really couldn't deal with what was going on with Leeds United from moment one. Yeah, they looked slack. They looked lethargic, but Leeds United looked fast. We looked quick. The passing was good. It was probably because it wasn't on an absolute bog of a pitch that Ellen Road is, and the West Bromwich Albion pitch looked 10 out of 10 in comparison to Leeds United's 2 out of 10 pitch at this moment in time. So it was great to see. The passing was zippy. It was with the movements. Alioski and Harrison, I thought, had one of their best games together as a partnership on that left-hand side. You guys know what I'm like with Jack Harrison, but once again, I love it when he proves me wrong. And last night, I thought he was slow getting into the game, but he got much, much better. A brilliant finish. And it started so well, didn't it? I mean, we'll go from minute one. We'll read some of your comments out. It's only West Brom. We get this all the time. It was only West Brom. It was only Man City you got to draw against. It was only Arsenal you got to draw against. You know, it was only Aston Villa. Aston Villa were beating everybody. It was left, right, and Charlie. It was 7-2 against Liverpool. They were doing really well against other teams. But, Leeds beat them out. It's only Aston Villa. And we always get it with, all the media hype. It's all, it's only them. But no, Leeds go to teams and we batter them. Newcastle. No, it's only Newcastle. No, we took the game to them and we absolutely mauled them. And that's what Leeds bring to this division. You look at the results last night. 0-0, 1-0, 1-0. 0-0. What Leeds United bring to this Premier League is on a different level. It's on a different level. And everyone in the Premier League, every one of you watching this, you should be happy that Leeds United are in this division because Leeds are everyone's second team. And you don't like admitting it, but we are because we're that good to watch. And we've managed to get our goal difference down to 0, which is the best in the bottom half. When will the rumour mill come back? The rumour mill will be back very soon, hopefully. But let's get into it anyway. Let's get into it, shall we? I'm just reading a couple of your comments. Exactly, Derek Moore. West Brom drew with Liverpool and we blew them away. West Brom drew with Man City and we blew them away. We just never get the credit. We never get the credit in the mainstream media. I thought I'll speak on this before we get into it. I thought some of the punditry last night was questionable, and I'm not going to just say Karen Kearney. Sorry. I think Jimmy Floyd was in there as well. You know, he was questionable with some things that he was saying. I actually think Karen Kearney's a very, very good pundit. She's a breath of fresh air. I think if you actually look at the games that she has analysed, you know, I was watching the Wolves Aston Villa game a couple of weeks ago, and she was brilliant with some really sharp analysis. And, you know, she was absolutely fantastic with what she was saying. I thought she was way off the mark last night, if I'm being brutally honest with you. I just think turning around and saying, if COVID wasn't there, you know, this is paraphrasing, I'm not quoting it directly, but if COVID hadn't been, if COVID hadn't been there, Leeds would have, realistically, what she was saying was Leeds would have burnt out. It's a really poor thing to say, and I think it discredits Leeds. It's a little bit disrespectful as well. We saw what Andrea Radrizzani came out and said, and I do sort of understand that, the undertone. The Leeds United social media account, I thought we were trying to make light of it, if I'm being brutally honest with you. The social media abuse is a joke. I can't stand social media abuse, like people atting players. It's not right. It's not what should be happening. And hopefully she's not got too much, to be quite honest with you, because we know what Twitter can be like. It can be absolutely poisonous. But I will also say, as a pundit, and I'm not going to win on this. I have this platform. You know, I've got 320 of you watching now. I have this platform. You guys will criticize what I say. Some of you will come on and you'll call me names. You'll call me this. You'll call me that. I'll get it in my comments all the time. And then I'll get people saying, Conor, you with what you said here, you were talking absolute crap. You were talking rubbish here. You got to take it on the chin. That's why I have this platform. That's why, as a pundit, you're in front of millions of people, you know, and you're there to be criticized. So that is a big factor. It's a big factor. So, you know, I feel for her in some regards, I really do. But in others, it's like, you know, you're on that open platform. I'm on an open platform now to be criticized. You've got to be responsible for what you're saying. And it's an opinion. That's all it was. It was her opinion. But I do think it was a little bit ill-informed. If she'd have watched Leeds play last season multiple times, she would have known that we had 5 wins on the bounce, 5 clean sheets. It was a completely different team in terms of mentality and learning from what the year was before, you know, and Leeds were in a completely different place last season to the year before. And to just call it Bielsa burnout, we've had it so many times. It's boring. You know, we're still running more than everyone else. We ran more than everyone else last year as well. This burnout thing doesn't have a full lot. There's nothing behind it. When Bielsa's been in England, you know, there wasn't a burnout in that first year. It was just it was a mentality thing that first year. We bottled it up here. It wasn't the physicality of it. And I think that's where it's ill-informed. That's where the research needs to be done. And that's where the research wasn't done with those comments, to be quite frank. So I'm going to draw a line on it there, guys, because I want to talk about Leeds United. I want to talk about Leeds United. I want to talk about this. Leeds United, we're going to win the league. I want, you know, let's draw a line under all those comments. There's been too much focus on it. I'm sick of it. I want to talk about that brilliant performance by those boys in Burgundy. And as I said, the game started absolutely brilliantly. You know, Romain Sawyers with the no-look pass. Wasn't it? The no-look pass. What you doing, Romain? You've got to look at where you're passing it, mate, especially against the high-pressing, quick Leeds United side. Johnston, I don't know who was at fault there. Get it in the comment section below what you actually thought and who was at fault. Johnston sort of moved over, but Sawyers didn't look. And you've got to look. You know, the reasons Johnston was moving over was to get it to his correct foot, you know, his right foot, because he obviously wants to clear it on his strongest foot. And he didn't look where he was passing it, did Sawyers. So it was comical. Got Leeds on the front foot. You saw Sam slump in his seat, but it was a matter of time. You know, that first 12, 13, 14 minutes, Leeds were dominant. We were resurgent. We were rampant. We were savagery. We were getting hold of the ball. We were going forward. There was only one team who was going to score. Yeah, they had a couple of breakaways, but there was nothing there really. You know, all we saw was sort of Ajayi going for the throw-ins and the sort of Tony Pulis, Sam Allardyce long ball, but there really wasn't anything there. And it was really interesting because I remember, you know, we used to Billich's West Brom. There was always it was a tough game. And I thought last night was easy. Leeds were in cruise control. I genuinely thought we were good last night. We were very good, but Leeds could have gone to another gear again last night for me. We could have gone to another gear. We're sort of in 3rd, 4th gear, but we could have gone to 5th. And if there was a bonus 6, we could have gone there as well. I still don't think that's the best we've played. And we won the game 5-0. You know what I mean? That's how good we can be. We're efficient in our chance conversion, which is great. I think we had 6 shots on target. We scored 5. When do we ever see that? We were on point with our XG as well. When do we ever see that? And there's some absolute standout performances. So as I say, just let me know what you guys think. The keeper was at fault, says Alan Smith. Defender depended on keeping on the keeper where he should be. Keeper looked like he was nipping off for a smoke. To be honest, Harrison and Alioski touch and play were poor, but then they both clicked and were awesome. It is sort of in and out with Alioski and Harrison, isn't it? Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But I thought Alioski in particular last night. Last night was Alioski's best game in a Leeds shirt. He was phenomenal last night, absolutely phenomenal. You know, you look at who he was marking up against as well. Diangana, defensively, Diangana didn't have a shout. You know, he wasn't following Alioski, and I thought when Diangana got the ball, Alioski did very, very well. We look at how good Grady Diangana was in the Championship last year. He didn't get a sniff. Yeah, he didn't get the service, but when he was on the ball, bang, 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 Alioski was there on him, and I thought he was absolutely brilliant last night. I thought he was very, very good. Leeds playing the same team within 48 hours. Every other team looked knackered this week, apart from us. They're superhuman. They are, and we're a breath of fresh air to this Premier League. And anybody else who comes on here and starts slating Leeds, it's just because you've got an agenda. The football that we play is absolutely phenomenal. And it's, you know, we'll lose 4-0, but then we'll go out and we'll win 5-0. That's the Leeds way. And we're staying in this division. We're staying. We're here to stay. Mark my words. I'm very confident now. Like last night, I thought it was going to be a tough game. I really thought it was going to be a really tough game. Yeah, West Brom were poor, but they couldn't touch the ball. They couldn't touch the ball. We were that good. You know, we had 600 passes. West Brom had 155. It was dominant from moment one. And this is a team who we came up with as well. This is a team who weren't that far behind us in terms of league standings last year. It should be a very close game between us and them, but it wasn't. Mauling, absolute mauling. And we get to that 35, 40 points, and we can just sort of put that handbrake on it and just play. And I'm just hoping we get there sooner rather than later so we can just even showboat without any pressure on us. But yeah, the second goal anyway. The second goal was, it was Alioski, wasn't it? Once again, the ball... I thought it was a handball. I thought Rodrigo with a nice whippy ball, absolute whipping excursion into the box, and it was sort of a chest to a hand. I don't know if it was Ajayi went up for the header or Darnell Furlong went up for the header, hit the chest, sort of their arm, and then it ricocheted out to Alioski, and an absolute daisy cutter, an absolute wedge of a strike, cannons off the crossbar and into the goal. Leeds go 2-0 up, and you're thinking, is that the win? That's a massive goal. It was about the 39th, 40th minute, I think, just before half-time, maybe a little bit later, and it's a massive goal in that game because that's a big uphill task. But we know with Leeds United, even when you're 2-0 up, it doesn't completely alienate the other team from coming back into it. So at 2-0, Conor's heart is still, you know what I mean? It's still like a DJ EZ concert up in there. It's really going. So yeah, we need the third. We did need a third. And did we need, I don't know, did we need a third to calm people down? To calm people down, I think we needed the third. But it came, didn't it? And what a wonderful goal. What an absolutely wonderful goal. Jack Harrison comes inside with his right foot. He's going on that sort of left-hand side. It's nice when he cuts inside because I think sometimes on that left-hand side, he can get sort of one-on-one defended very well, especially at this level. So when he comes inside, use his right foot, nice 1-2, and a little Cruyff turn, the ping in the top corner. Leeds United are in dreamland. It's 3-0. It's 3-0. What next? Well, West Brom going to come back into the game. Are Leeds going to start adding to their tally? And they did. They did. Another wonderful free-flowing move, and Rodrigo gets into the box, sprints 50 yards. Some people question Rodrigo's fitness getting back and forward, and by God, did he put this one in. It was a nice strike. It was going in, by the way. It was going in. Deflected off O'Shea. 4-0 to the Whites, and then it was cruise control, really, from then onwards. We were just toying with them, passing the ball round. Pascal Stroit just absolutely perfect, getting those balls, playing them in, those percentages into the final third and those percentages into the midfield third, playing the ball within the transitions absolutely mesmerically well. Pascal Stroik. And for me, him and Luke Ayling start centre-back, week in, week out. Disagreements with Conor everywhere. Robin Koch, people are saying. Llorente, others are saying. What about Liam Cooper? I start with, let me know in the comment section below, please, but I start with Ayling and Struijk all day long at centre-back. They're calm, they're composed, we look good from set pieces all of a sudden. I'm not worrying from set pieces all of a sudden. The balls are coming in, I'm thinking there's an organised manner here, and I think that's Luke Ayling from centre-back. I think you get a more commanding presence from Luke Ayling from centre-back. He's got an intelligence. He brings the ball out as well. We see so many teams bringing the ball out from centre-back and creating space. We always talk about them marauding through the, I was going to say the McGilligan there. The reason I was going to say that McGilligan is because I always talk about it. Teams getting the ball and marauding through the middle. But Leeds were doing that last night because we have a confident centre-back who can drag us from that defensive third into that midfield third, and then we can build an attacking transition. Luke Ayling does that so well, and there's been no coincidence that the midfield have got more of the ball when Luke Ayling has had the ball at centre-back. And then you've got Pascal Struijk, who is going to be at this club for years. He's got everything. Height, aggression, physicality, class, prowess, athleticism. He's just he's perfect for a centre-back. And if we can get a few aspects of his game on point and we keep someone like Luke Ayling next to him, this is where we're going to see the best of these two. I think Luke Ayling's as good as centre-back as he is right-back. And I think we've got Stuart Dallas who can go right-back, who can cover the distance that Luke Ayling can do at right-back, which we saw yesterday and we saw against Burnley. So yeah, and this is Liam Dyke as well. Big fan of the channel. Hello, Liam. Ayling playing like White at centre-back, and that is what we've missed. We have missed a centre-back bringing that ball forward and being confident. There were so many occasions last night where Ayling would feign to go left or feign to go right and then just drive through the middle. We've not had that since Ben White. You know, Ayling's the same height as Ben White. And I think when the balls are coming in to our area, Luke Ayling is barking at everyone. And I think he's actually got a voice that Liam Cooper hasn't got. I think Cooper is a good captain. I think Ayling could be a fantastic captain. Genuinely a fantastic captain. And I'm loving him at centre-back. I didn't think he could do a job there, but I love it's the master and the apprentice. The master and the apprentice. You've got Luke Ayling who's been through it, and he's got Pascal Struijk there. And this combination, this two, I pray Bielsa sticks with it. Because I don't want any more combinations. They've got 2 clean sheets, and I like the assurance with them at the back, especially from set pieces. Yeah, like he is quite good in centre-back as he makes runs and sets up chances. And this is literally how Bielsa wants our centre-backs to play as well. 100% Conor, Ayling and Struijk. His presence in the air as well. With everyone fit, Koch and Llorente starting, not for me. I'm going to go on a limb. I'll go on a limb and say that. And this is what I was saying at the start with the Karen Kearney comments. It's all about subjectivity and opinions on this channel. Not for me. I think they've still got a level of understanding to gain in the Premier League. And I understand that you only get that with time, but we need to pick up points right now. And I think the assurance at the back is Pascal Struijk at this moment in time and Luke Ayling. I think so. I think we've seen dodgy. I know Llorente only played a game, but against Chelsea, there was just aspects of his play which I wasn't sold on. Koch, I really like him. I'm still not 100% sold on him yet. Still not. And I am sold on Struijk. I think Struijk's the future of the football club. And I think Luke Ayling is just, as this individual here, Ben Ireland says, Sir Luke Ayling. But yeah, Ayling has been quality the entire season. Would I go for White again? I wouldn't. I wouldn't if we have Luke Ayling at centre-back. And let's move on anyway. I thought Rodrigo was absolutely brilliant. One of his best games in a Leeds shirt. I thought he ran Conor Gallagher ragged. And what did we speak about in the preview, guys? The preview was all about who's going to win that battle, Conor Gallagher or Rodrigo, because normally we see Conor Gallagher just run, press, but there was no real press from West Bromwich Albion last night. They were more in a low block, not in a mid block, which allowed Rodrigo a lot more space, a lot more time, but his defensive capabilities were brilliant as well. And he was getting backwards and forwards. I thought he was everywhere last night, Rodrigo. He was absolutely brilliant. Rafinha, man. Let's talk about that Brazilian god. You got Pepe for 72 million. We've got Rafinha for 17 million. I mean, come on. Wow, as Gordon Ramsay would say. Unbelievable scenes from the recruitment side of Ellen Road. Rafinha's a joke. He's a joke. Levels above anyone. A joke. What is he, 22, 23? the technicalities, how he moves from left to right, his coordination, his balance, left, right. Who cares? He'll strike from anywhere. He's aggressive. He hates it when he misses a chance. He'll kick the floor in anger. Competitive. I love that. I love it. And I think he's getting better and better and better every single game. What a player he's going to be. What a player. And Leeds are either going to have an absolute insane player on the hand or they're going to sell him on for big, big money. Big money. What a player. And this is probably the difference. Karlan Grant, minimal impact last night. Aaron did a job on him. But you've got Karlan Grant and then we're bringing in players like, Rodrigo and Rafinha. It's the level difference, isn't it? Best West Bromwich player last night. I'd probably go with the steward. I'm not sure. But Victor Orta, yeah, what a job he's done. And signing of the season, says Vinny. I think unbelievable. What a player. And and as Mark Westerman says here, easily the biggest bargain of the 2021 season, signing of the season. Rafinha is better than Sterling. I think, he's such a young player and what he has to his game, I just love him. He's my favourite player by a country mile. Favourite player. He's like our mini sort of Ronaldo. You know what I mean? Leeds' equivalent. Just what a player. I can't give him enough plaudits, and you're probably bored of me saying it, but yeah. And we saw the emergence of Pablo Hernandez. Pablo came on, Click went off, which was a little bit, I don't know. I still didn't think Click had an amazing start, and I think he got an assist still. He still looked a little bit sluggish to me. I don't know what's going on with Click at the minute, but he still got an assist, still going forward and creating chances. But Pablo came on, obviously. I know Jamie Shackleton came on as well. I thought Shaq did a really good job, was aggressive, was competitive. But when Pablo came on, there was that assurance there again, that control, that level of control. And it's going to be really interesting. We don't know if Click's going to be fit for the next game against Tottenham Hotspur or whether or not that game's going to go ahead. We don't know. Obviously, Fulham has been cancelled off tonight, postponed. So we don't know whether or not that game's going to go ahead. But if it does go ahead, let's go and give them a go. Come on, Leeds. 3 in a row. Let's go and give it a go. And we'll beat Tottenham and they'll turn around and go, but it's Tottenham, innit? Tottenham, come on. But no, listen, that's going to be a massively tough game. We'll have lots of coverage coming up. We'll have a tactical preview. We'll have your official preview as well. We'll have your tactical breakdown, opposition preview, my preview as well. So yeah, we've got a lot of content, a lot of good content coming from, and they'll all be live as well, guys, which I know you like. It's going to be my first ever tactical preview, which will be live. So yeah, Pablo's still magic, the Premier League's Neymar. But this is it, a lot of people, they're all talking about Bielsa, this, that, and the other, where he sort of got rid of Dyche, Shani, and he's got rid of Allardyce. So yeah, he's beaten the sort of standardised English Route 1 football. But yeah, I was just really impressed with it last night. The control, us taking our chances, us matching our XG. It was just brilliant to watch. And long may that continue. And when people doubt us, when people doubt Bielsa, I remember QPR a couple of years ago, everyone was doubting us, 1-0 down. Bielsa slumped in the dugout, Forest away, 2-0. You were thinking, Christ, they're a point behind us. Slumped down, we've got Brentford away. Then we go on that unbelievable run. Lose to Man United 6-2. There's people, because of the manner of losing to Manchester United, because we hate them that much. There's people actually I saw calling for Bielsa, which, gee whiz. Oh, man. But there were people that upset about that defeat, which I can understand. But, there are levels between us and Manchester United at this moment in time, unfortunately. But he always responds, Bielsa, and he's responded with 2 magnificent victories. Burnley and West Brom were 2 massive games, guys. 2 huge games. They could have gone wrong. If we'd have come off the back, losing 6-2 to Manchester United, lost at home to Burnley. Burnley are you look at what they're doing at this moment in time, Burnley. I've repeated this before. They've beaten, I think they've drawn to Villa. They've drawn to Everton. They've beaten Arsenal. They've beaten Wolves. They've beaten Sheffield United last night. And amidst those results is a 1-0 to Leeds United. So Burnley are no mugs. I keep seeing people say it's only Burnley. What are you talking about? An established Premier League side who are going on a run at this minute. This minute in time, they're building up a lot of momentum. So that was a brilliant win. And, West Bromwich Albion drawing at Liverpool, the fixture before. Drawing against Manchester City not long ago. For us to go there and do that, a decapitation, The Undertaker, to do that to those 2 sides is massive because they, as I've said before, they could have gone wrong. Very wrong, those 2 games. And from 6 points there, we've got 6, a full 6 points. You've got to always contextualise. 3 wins out of 4. And we're moving on up, aren't we? We're moving on up. Give us the trophy now. But Ashley Oaks, first time we've won back-to-back, I believe it is. I think. I'm not sure about that, though. You'll have to let me know. Europa League tour. Bet you're all saying, can we play you every week? Yes, mate, I appreciate you coming on. I really do, even if you are a West Bromwich Albion fan. We do welcome fans to Conor McGilligan's daft, really energetic streams. Huge points back-to-back. 23 after 16 games. Let's touch on that, shall we? 23 after 16 games, the highest points tally of a promoted side for the best part of 5-6 years, I think it is. Patrick Bamford, 10 goals in 16 games, the highest since Kevin Phillips for Sunderland, 99 to the 2000 season. Listen, I'm the worst at it. You guys know me. You've been with me through this journey. You loyal ones, you OGs, even if you are new and you've seen my content before, I am a stress head. I cannot handle watching this side because we've been through it with Leeds, and you've always got that monkey on your shoulder thinking, saying to you, they're going to screw this up. Something's going to happen. Trusting the process is something we've all got to learn to do, including myself. But this is such an incredible period of time to be a Leeds United fan. It's an incredible period of time to follow this club. And the quicker you enjoy it, you're going to have a longer period of just euphoria watching Marcelo Bielsa and Leeds United. And it's getting better and better. We might lose at Tottenham. It's a big probability we will lose at Tottenham. But then the week after, we might win 5-0 against Brighton at home. You just never know with this team. It's so unpredictable. We might lose against Brighton and Tottenham. But rest assured, we'll be coming back against Southampton. We'll be coming back against whoever it is after that, Newcastle, and winning those 2 games. And that's the beauty of it with Leeds United. A win is never far away. So, yeah, it's great times. It's great times. And the sooner we get to that 35-point mark, which I think will be enough this year, we can just release this. We released the shackles anyway, haven't we? It's Leeds United. We're scoring abundances. We let abundances in. But look at where we are in the table. 0 goal difference, which is the best goal difference in the bottom half. And I just want us to just release it and just move on up and look up, because I think the pressure is going to be off. There's no pressure really anywhere, but we just want to get to that mark, don't we? Because relegation is still the target, getting away from that. So let's have a look at what you guys are saying. I've been watching Conor since he was on All Leeds TV. Sam, thank you, mate. Don't know why you've been watching me, but I appreciate that. Chill, mate. In Bielsa we trust, and this is it. It is just about chilling and understanding how And this is another what a point from Hugo Marquez, with arguably the best name on the stream. If you've got a better name than Hugo, get it in the comment section below. Meslier 6 clean sheets. 3rd or 4th among keepers, 6 clean sheets. And we're continuously going on about how leaky we are at the back and set pieces and all this sort of stuff because the media hype it up. The media have got this agenda against Leeds. I'm convinced of it. Genuinely, I'm convinced of it. The amount they talk about, this Burnley penalty thing. How long did that go on for? We've just beaten Burnley at home 1-0. We've stopped the rot. We've come back. A really impressive victory against a well-established Premier League side. How long did they go on about this Burnley penalty that should have been given? It wasn't given. That's luck. That's the way it happens. There's just no sort of, I don't think anywhere, there's not enough appreciation of Leeds at this moment in time. I really don't think there's enough of it. But Meslier, 6 clean sheets, man. What? I mean, with the amount we've let in as well, it just shows that hopefully in the second half of the season, we're going to iron out the Leicester 4-1s. We're going to iron out the Palace 4-1s. The Man United 6-2s. Hopefully Bielsa will have learned from it. And I'm sure he has done. I'm sure he has done. And I think we're going to be good this second half. I think we're going to be good. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not we bring people in as well. Marcelo Bielsa saying in his press conference last night that if there are players that can improve the side, he's not against it, which is really interesting, Are we going to be looking? Is Victor Orta looking? I doubt it, but they're not completely getting rid of it. Bielsa has actually come out and said if they improve the team, I'll be happy to bring them in. There's plenty of Leeds appreciation. Did you watch Match of the Day? Yes, Scott, I did watch Match of the Day. Certain pundits are, 100%. We know Ian Wright is. We know Micah Richards is going to give us appreciation. We know that. But I do think there is a lot of people out there who would rather talk about things that are going on around Leeds than Leeds' performances. You know, we retweet stuff all the time on Twitter and we do this, that and the other. But I do think there are a lot of pundits, as we saw last night, who would rather harp on about the negatives than the positives with Leeds. There's always a but, isn't there? That's the best way to put it with Leeds. There's always a but. Leeds are playing well, but they burn out. Leeds are playing well, but did you see the penalty that was given against Ben Mee? Leeds are playing well, but they're bad from set pieces. Leeds are playing well, but have you seen Melier? Leeds are playing well, but will Patrick Bamford get 15 goals at the end of the season, or will he just stop now and will the goals dry up? It's always a but. And for me, that's negative reporting. It's not really giving it balance because it always ends on a negative, in my personal opinion. Diego Costa, possible shout, Conor, possible shout. Imagine. But I don't think we need it. Look, Patrick's doing an insane job. Bielsa wants Pulgar from Chile. Oh, man, I hope so. Pulgar, what a player. What a player. If you don't know about Pulgar, go check him out. I'll try to cover it on the Rumour Mill. But, guys, that's it. Connor's finished work. He finished work at 6 o'clock. I don't know why I'm talking third person, second person, whatever it is. But I'm going to sign off now, and I will be back tomorrow with some Tottenham content. This is the most viewed stream I think I've ever had on a review. I think there was tops of 540 of you watching. So thank you so much. If you are new to the channel and you like my energy, you like what I'm talking about, you don't think I'm talking too much waffle, or if you do think I'm talking too much waffle and you want to see more waffle, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Guys, have a lovely evening, chill out, and I will see you tomorrow with some more Leeds United content. Cheers.